Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome, and kindly consider subscribing down below, liking the video and sharing and commenting. Welcome all. So today's video is another sit down I want to do today, and I want to share with you how I became a deputy principal at 18 years old. Yeah, that's true. So I hope you'll enjoy the video and support your girl. Thank you for your support, all of you. I know some of you may think maybe I'm joking, but I'm very serious. I'm serious about becoming a deputy principal at 18 years old. Was it 18? Let's say 19 years old. Yeah, I had turned 19. Yeah. So this is the story. All my life, for those who have watched my get to know me, okay, first I'm wearing this cape because my hair is not looking the best. It's always not looking the best, but it's okay, so don't mind my look. So all my life, for those who have watched when I was starting my YouTube channel, I did a video of getting to know me. So in that video I said I'm an introvert and I love my space. So I don't like a crowd and I love being left alone, something like that. Yeah. So when I joined, after finishing high school, I was at home. Then in Kenya here, when you finish high school, maybe at the end of the year, you wait for like around 9 months or 10 months before joining university. So I was at home that time, and I was not doing anything. So when I joined the following year, I had turned 19. No, I had turned 18 because I finished high school at 17. Then I joined university at 19. So the next year when I joined on September, I was 18. Then I went to the university, and when our university was like after one semester you come for the long holiday, like for the first year when you go for a semester you go for long holiday. When you come back for the second semester you go for the last long holiday. The long holiday was really long, like 5 months or 4 months. So I joined university, and when it came for the long holiday, as usual, I went home. And when I went home, there's a school near our home that was starting, like they were starting a high school. Let me say a secondary school, because high school, when you say high school in Kenya, some people take it like it's a, I don't know, but it's a high school that was being started. So they were looking for teachers, and they were letting, like, people applied and trained teachers, of course, because it was a starting school, and it was starting in the compound of the same primary. Like, it's a primary school, then high school is starting in the same compound. So they were looking for teachers, and me, because I know that's it's not a question, like, will I try, will I not try, because I don't like crowds, and being a teacher means standing in front of the class teaching students, and I can't do that. I can do that, but I don't want to do that. So I knew it's not my place, so I just it's a new school that's starting, no problem, people can apply. So people applied. Then my mom God bless you, my mom told me, you can just apply even if you don't want to be a teacher. Just apply. You never know. It's just trying. And I was like, no, I don't want to. So my mom pushed me and insisted to apply. So I was applying, like, people had submitted their application like for a week. So it was like today, then tomorrow it's the last day for submission. So I did my application like the previous day evening, and because I was at home long holiday, I was like, which term can I use? My hair was just like that. I had not made my hair. I was very like a village girl. So my mom said, because you have applied and tomorrow is the last day and the interview is the same day, the following day, you go and make your hair. So I think she gave me money to go and make my hair the following day. So I submitted the application late, the last day of course, because I was not even sure I wanted to be a teacher at that point. So I went and made my hair. No, the following days now, the day for the interview is the day when I was going to make my hair. Absurd. Yeah, so I went and my mom was like forcing me because I've already submitted my application and it's interview date and I'm going to plait my hair. She said, wake up early, because I had booked an appointment for the person who was going to make my hair. So wake up early, go and make your hair, then come back early, like around it was like the interview was starting at around 11 a.m. So by that time I would have been the hair thing I had would have finished, then I go for the interview. So I went, but I was not feeling it. So I went late to plait my hair. Then when I was there, the person who was plaiting my hair now was doing it slowly with no hurry. So it reached a point, my mom was waiting for me at home and I was not coming back. So she came and looked for me and said, do you know you have an interview to attend? And mark you, I was not feeling it. So she came for me and the person who was plaiting me, she didn't finish because I was in a hurry again. My mom came for me, literally came for me. So we left. The hair was not finished, but I tied it like in a ponytail so you could not see. Then I went. My mom was walking with me like, you are getting late. Come, let's go. It's like she was the one who is going to the interview. So I went home. I didn't even take a shower. I just went straight and changed, and my mom escorted me to the school. It was not so far from home, so I went and found many people who had applied. So they were talking, because I said I'm an introvert. I don't know how to start conversations with people I don't know. So most of those people I didn't know them. So when we reached there, I just went to at a far place. There were a crowd and talking. Me, I don't like crowds, so they were talking there, and I was just looking at them. So the interview, it's like they were calling one by one. So they called people, and before they started the interview, the people around there, they were saying, when we got in there, just don't accept anything salary wise, don't accept anything below this amount and this amount. Me, I was like, I was just listening, and I was far. I was not even like contributing to the conversation, but I was listening. Like it was more like dropping. So when they started calling people in, people were going and going, so it was my turn. I went there because I was not even, it's not like I was expecting a job. I was just going there because of the formality and the fact that I submitted my interview and how my mom was pushing me to go. So I went in, and when it came to the salary, because they were saying it's a starting school, we can do this and this. The salary is so small, but we will increase as the time goes. But we just want teachers who can start teaching. So I said, no problem. The amount was the amount was too small, but I said it's okay. When the interview was over, I think I was the only one who didn't care about anything becoming a teacher. By the way, I passed. And when I was applying for the interview, sorry for the noise outside, this rain. When I was applying for the interview, I applied to teach English because I passed English, agriculture, biology, the three. So I was applying to teach the three subjects. Then after the interview, see, they call us and give us the results. So I was among the people who passed, the only lady. So they were looking for 3 teachers at the start because they could not afford paying a lot of teachers, and it was like a starting school. We were like depending on the school fees, of which the admissions had not started, so that we can know the students are many or not. So it was like a tight budget. So we were starting with 3 they were starting with 3 teachers, and thank God they started with a principal. So they transferred a principal in that school who start with the school. Yeah, so I was among the 2 guys. So one guy, the 2 guys, and I, and the principal. So 4 teachers, let's say 4 teachers, but maybe 3 teachers. Well, 4 teachers because the principal taught some subjects, so we were 4. Then we started like everything, the formalities, the signing of the contract, yeah, like something like that. Then it reached a point because it was start of the year, and that's the start of the year is start of a term, a new term in a new class. So if it's grade 9, it's the start of grade 9. Yeah, in Kenya it was like form 1, that's grade 9. Yeah, so we started, and we did the admission. So the principal had a lot of work because he was supposed to go, and I don't know about the school name, to go to the government offices to certify the school, something like that, and it was taking a lot of time. He was supposed to be out and in and about every time. So one day when he was doing the admission, he was doing so the principal was to go to the government. He was the principal, the deputy, the senior teacher, the everything, and it was a lot of work because the way we were seeing it, even not the way we were seeing it, but it was a lot of work. He's supposed to do the admissions, he's supposed to do the finances of the school, he's supposed to do I don't know what, everything. It was him. So it reached a point it was too much for him after I think around after I think around 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah. So because the gender in Kenya, it reached a point. I don't know about the constitution so much, but there's a rule that it's called a gender-based rule. When you I don't know, a third of when you are employing your employees, you make sure they are mixed, like men and women, like a third, I don't know, a third female, like something like that. So I was the only one, the only lady, and the 3 men. So when in the 2 weeks I was teaching well, the students liked me. I am a good person. In person, I'm a good person, and also I don't like making people feel uncomfortable. So most of the time when I try to make a conversation, or when I try to talk to people, I like making them feel like they are free to talk to me, something like that. So I was a teacher teaching English, biology, and agriculture. Say amen. And I made sure I taught the 3 subjects I passed. So it was not like I was doing what? I was struggling to teach about those 3 subjects. So the students loved me because I was not like a harsh teacher because I don't know how to be a teacher, but I was trying to be more professional. So in the 2 weeks when the workload was so much, he said, I need to have a deputy principal. And when the school starts, there's the director of education who comes from the county. I don't know the visitors were coming to see the school. So when the principal said, I want a deputy because when I get out, I live here, you cannot depend on me because I am going out. Sometimes he was going for the whole day or 2 days, and the school is new, so he wanted someone who can oversee everything in the school. So he said, I want a deputy and I'm choosing you. Just imagine where I was. The school was in it was in a village, and most people in the village don't value too much education. So most of them go to school at not at an earlier age, but they go when they're old, like not older. So you find a person in grade 9, the person is 19 years or even 20 years. So I was teaching people who were even older than me, but they were so good because even right now when I meet them, they just, hello, madam, hello, madam. That name, I don't like it, but when they say, hey, hi, how are you doing? So I became a deputy just like that. And now, because I was a deputy, when the director of education was coming from the government, from where they were saying, this is my, the principal saying, this is my deputy. Imagine. It was official, something official. I was a deputy. I can say for a year because I taught there for like 2 terms. Then because I, even when I was applying for the job, when I got the job, I told them I'm a student, so I will have to go back to school. So I taught for first term. Then when we opened our school, I went. They replaced me. But on the third term, now because I had finished the second semester and I was coming for the long holiday, they took me back and I continued being a deputy. And I did well. I did well. I was doing admissions, I was teaching, and I never complained. I started loving being a teacher, but the feeling that okay, when you try to, you have a job and it's not your passion, but now when you are, I don't know how to explain, but when you are continue interacting with people, you find like you start loving the job and you start loving the people. So I could not even miss one day of school. I'm not saying that this because I want to be a teacher. No, I can never be a teacher. I will never be a teacher, but I love the school. So we took like the school from ground. From ground, I say we didn't have like classrooms, we didn't have toilets, we didn't have, because we were using the primary schools like equipment, facilities, everything, even the kitchen, even the classroom. So it reached a point, the headmaster for the primary gave us, like, he had given us one hall. It was not so big because the school is starting, there will not be so many students. And Makiu, the primary school of that primary school passes a lot. So we knew, we didn't expect much, yes, but we didn't expect also students to be more. But to our surprise, the room of the hall that we were given, it became full. Be- like the first week of admission, we admitted a lot of students, but by the end of the first month, we had around, I think, 100 and something, if I'm not wrong. By the time we reached 1 month admitting, because we started admitting, then we did it for like a month. But the first batch, the first day, it was a lot of students. Then by the time we were at the end of the month, we had like 100, I think 120, if I'm not wrong. Imagine starting school. So the headmaster of that school, who gave us the facilities, had to give us another room so that we can divide the school, the students, because it was too large. This classroom was too small for the students, so he gave us another one, and we went there and we taught. It was a lot of work because we were dealing with 120, 100, I think 120 students. So it was too hard to handle all of them, so we had to separate them, yes, but we were only 4 teachers. It was so hard, but we tried. And I loved the commitment we had, because all four of us plus the principal, we had a relationship, a good working relationship. And the principal, I think, because he was older, and he had been a principal for, I think he was saying, around 20 something years. He knew how to handle us, because we were still, like me, I was 19 at that time now, and I was a deputy. So he really treated us well, and I love that principal too. Although he retired, I think some 2 years back, Yeah, but the first year we passed. I was hoping that I could go back before they do their final exam, like 4 years later when they graduate from high school, to see how. But they passed. The students I started with, they really passed, and I love them. I love the principal because he instilled some responsibility. He believed in me. He instilled some responsibility in me. And also I love to shout at my mom because he forced me. And let me tell you, when my mom forces you, the facial expression alone will make you do something you, I don't know. My mom can force you to do something that you don't like, but it's like she knows it will help you, but you the person who you're supposed to go to do that thing, I don't know how to explain, but I shout you out, my mom and the principal of that school. For the principal, of course, he believed in me. I was just 19 years old. I didn't know him, and he gave me the responsibility of the deputy, and I was his deputy for all that time. And it was so funny at first, but now they started calling me Madam Deputy. Hey, Madam Deputy. It was fun. So, okay, I was doing this video just to tell you that sometimes what we want in life might come in disguise, not exactly what we want. Like, I want to be a doctor, but before you become a doctor, it's going to take you like to be a plumber. I'm just stating an example. It will take you not to most of us, to some of us, it's not like direct route. You have to take some corner. Like me, let me talk about myself. I don't like being a teacher, but now that being a teacher, that time made me like realize I can take responsibilities, that I can I don't know. I can take big responsibility and perform it to my best, because I did it, and I was even awarded the best teacher for my my subjects, because my students passed my subjects. I love English, agriculture, and biology. So they passed that subject, those three subjects, and I was a deputy. I was applauded for that. I was doing my good job. When the visitors are coming to school, the principal will be, Madam Deputy, the visitors are coming. What do you think? Can we plan something? And it was like we were discussing. I was so happy. But when I left, I felt so bad, but I had to because of the school, and we had no other option but go and continue with my studies. But I did something very, very different from teaching. I did food science and nutrition. Food science and nutrition. Yeah, I did that. But I can be a teacher in food science and nutrition in colleges, but I don't want to be. No, it's not like I hate the job, but I feel my confidence around people, just as I said, my confidence around people is zero, not even 5, 0. Yeah, so I don't like, but when I'm given that task, because it's a must, I do it to my perfection, but I just don't like being put in that position. But I love being a teacher for that short while. So I thank you so much, my guys. I love you so much for watching me, for subscribing, for sharing. I see some people are sharing, and I love you, love you, love you for that. Commenting, you mean a lot to me. Liking, subscribe. Right now we are growing, and guys, help me reach 1000 subscribers. I'm on the road to 1000 subscribers. And when I'll be doing this year, I've done this year's goal is to do videos. I was doing a video a week, but I said no, let me put the videos out there for you guys, for your love. So I'll be doing 2 videos a week, and the first video I'll be posting Monday and Thursday. So the Monday video will be my daily life, the lifestyle vlogs, and on Thursday I'll be doing the sit downs like this one. I hope you'll enjoy, and if you do, guys, kindly subscribe and let your girl reach 1,000 subscribers so that we can be monetized. Yeah, that's the goal. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. I love you.